Tonight, the latest on a Carlton County murder involving a husband and wife. Plus, Hibbing's police force is growing, and its newest hire has a skill you might not know is needed. And stepping up, that's what local Red Cross volunteers are doing as communities deal with the aftermath of devastating tornadoes.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. New details tonight on a story we first reported on Saturday. A Carlton County man has now been charged with murder after his wife was found dead in their home. It happened around 2:30 Friday afternoon on Hescari Road in Kalavala Township, just north of Kettle River. 65-year-old Raymond Julian is charged with murder in the second degree with intent, not premeditated. Carlton County deputies found Raymond's wife, 62-year-old Tracy Julian, dead in her bed. Tonight, we're learning more about the moments leading up to Raymond's arrest. CBS 3's Larissa Millis has the latest on this story.
It all started with a phone call Friday afternoon. A person had called 911 requesting a welfare check on the Julians. That request came after the reporting party said they got an email from Raymond indicating he planned to kill his wife. According to the criminal complaint, the reporting party read the contents of the email to deputies. The deputies decided to do the welfare check. Court documents say when the first deputy arrived, Raymond Julian told the deputy he was well and that his wife was ill in bed. He said he would rather the deputy not check on her. The deputy told the man he and his wife weren't in any trouble. According to court documents, Raymond then stated, quote, "That's the problem. You're going to have to arrest me." Responders continued to speak with Raymond and say he admitted his wife was dead and he'd killed her. When deputies searched the home, they found Tracy Julian's body. Raymond was arrested and taken to the hospital after making statements about hurting himself. Court documents say autopsy results are still pending. According to initial reports, it appears Tracy died as a result of 2 gunshot wounds. Raymond was arraigned today, and bail is set at $1 million. Kristen?
Thank you, Larissa. The Carlton County Sheriff's Office and the Minnesota BCA are investigating. The Kim Potter trial started its second week of testimony today. The former Brooklyn Center officer is charged with manslaughter for shooting and killing Dante Wright. Today, an assistant medical examiner told the jury Wright's gunshot wound was not survivable. The prosecution also highlighted the differences between Potter's gun and her taser. She claims she accidentally pulled her handgun when she meant to fire her taser during the April traffic stop. Potter is expected to take the stand during her trial. The 15-year-old accused of shooting 4 students to death at Oxford High School in Michigan attended a probable cause conference over Zoom today. Ethan Crumbley could be seen wearing a mask while attorneys discussed his case with a judge. Today's conference was held to prepare for his preliminary hearing, which has been pushed to January 7th, where a judge will decide if there's enough evidence to send Crumbley to trial. The teen has been locked up in Oakland County Jail since his arrest on November 30th. Crumbley's parents are being held at the same jail. They have each been charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and are expected to be in court for a hearing on Tuesday. The Hibbing Police Department is welcoming a new canine to the team, but not just any police dog. What makes this lab stand out is its unique training aimed at assisting officers in hard-to-detect crimes. CBS 3's Abigail Smith shares how the canine officer will help so many.
A new electronic detection dog is being used to help in a variety of crimes by sniffing out electronic devices like cell phones, flash drives, or any other digital device as small as a penny. The Hibbing Police Department says the dogs are actually sniffing out a metallic chemical compound found in electronics. And when they do, these devices can hold evidence of any digital crime that can be anything from sex trafficking, counterterrorism, white-collar crime, or child exploitation. The dog will also be a therapy dog, so victims of these crimes can feel comforted and emotionally supported. Hibbing Police Chief Stephen Esty says these dogs are rare and one of a kind, so having one for Hibbing is a huge step for the department.
Getting this dog can not just help our city, but the cities in our region, which, as we know, Duluth has a big harbor. sex trafficking and that type of stuff. Once Officer Dillinger is trained, our goal is to be able to help those types of agencies out as well in these types of cases.
He says the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension only has 2 of these dogs, but now Hibbing will have the first of these dogs outside of the BCA. The dog will go through weeks of training in Indiana with its new handler officer, Brittany Dillinger with Hibbing PD. Once the dog is trained and back in Hibbing, the department will host a community event to pick a name for the dog.
The funding for the new canine comes through a grant from nonprofit Operation Underground Railroad. Tonight at 10, we hear from Officer Dillinger on what comes next for her and her new partner. Peter joins us now for a first check of the weather. Peter, quite the switch from this time last week, huh?
Yeah, this time last week we were talking about real feels 20 degrees below zero.
Yeah.
Today we have temperatures right now 20 above zero, which is a 40-degree swing in one way, and actually above average from where we should be. Take a look at some of these highs, though, for today. Most of us were in the 40s, especially across northwest Wisconsin and closer to the big lake. But northern Minnesota, just a tad cooler up there, where temperatures climbed into the mid and upper 30s. 38 in Grand Rapids, 34 in International Falls. Meanwhile, 46 in Superior, as well as 46 in Ashland and Ironwood, and 41 degrees for today's high in Solon Springs. Still rather warm out there, 29 degrees, which is at the average high for this time of year is 25, so we're still greater than where our average high is. And the clouds are on the increase right now. That's what satellite radar shows. And as we head through the rest of the night, though, clouds will generally begin to increase a little bit more, keeping us rather mild, with temperatures only falling back into the low and mid-20s. But there's even greater temperatures in the near future. A closer look at that forecast in just a bit.
Thanks, Peter. President Biden will travel to Kentucky on Wednesday, where cleanup is beginning from last week's devastating tornadoes. At least 4 tornadoes hit Kentucky Friday evening. One of them stayed on the ground for more than 200 miles. The swarm of tornadoes ripped through 5 states. In Kentucky, the governor says the current death toll is at least 74 people and believes that number could climb.
The age range is 5 months to 86 years, and 6 are younger than 18.
Experts say tornadoes of this size and severity are incredibly rare in December, and the president has asked the Environmental Protection Agency to try to determine if the twisters are the result of climate change. As states continue to pick up the pieces after Friday's string of deadly tornadoes, 3 Northland Red Cross volunteers headed down to Kentucky today to help in whatever way they can. CBS 3's Natalie Grant introduces us to one volunteer who is no stranger to natural disasters.
Since the tornadoes touched down Friday night, Rod Winters and his wife have watched in horror as the damage in the south came to light.
It's horrendous what the people are dealing with down there.
The Winters have been Red Cross volunteers for the past 6 years. Rod is a master in sheltering, and his wife is a registered nurse. When the call came to deploy from Duluth to Kentucky, they sprang into action.
You know, we believe in the Red Cross mission is alleviating human suffering, and there's a lot of suffering going on down there. So we're just going to go down and spend a couple weeks and see what we can do to help out.
This isn't the Winters' first deployment. They have volunteered after hurricanes, California wildfires, and most recently, the Greenwood fire that burned over the summer near Isabella.
So the Red Cross plays a really important role, along with local emergency management partners, other nonprofits, government agencies, in not only delivering the immediate needs for people, but delivering hope.
Dan Williams, executive director with the Northern Minnesota chapter of the Red Cross, says the work the Red Cross does is vital to people impacted by disaster, and help is still needed.
We're looking for both volunteers who have the ability to leave on short notice and go somewhere for 2 weeks, but also people that make a difference locally. So there's lots of opportunities for people to get involved with the Red Cross, and so reach out if you have a heart for doing that kind of work.
The Winters are thankful for the opportunity to once again use their skills for good.
It sounds a little odd. We're looking forward to going down only in the sense that this is what we train for, and this is why we are with the Red Cross.
Williams says if you would like to help those impacted by the tornadoes, do not send items like blankets or clothing. Instead, donate to disaster relief organizations like the Red Cross. For more information on how to donate or volunteer, you can head to our website. Also, we will make sure to follow up with the Winters in the next week about what they are seeing on the ground in Mayfield. A Duluth man received the city's highest award today after serving the community for more than 25 years. Assistant Fire Chief Clint Reff is this year's Clarence Maddie Award recipient. Duluth Fire Chief Sean Creuset, Mayor Emily Larson, and Chief Administrative Officer Noah Schuckman presented the award this morning. Reff has been with DFD for almost 26 years and will be retiring at the end of the month. In his time with the department, he has broken many barriers. He was only the second black person in the department and the first to hold the titles of captain and assistant fire chief. Reff says he's honored to receive the award, but he wouldn't be here without his team.
I just want to share this with all the employees. We've been through a year with the pandemic, and you've had police, fire, public works, Kate in the PIO office, all these people who've kind of given it their all every day. And I think for me, that's where the award should go.
The Clarence Maddie Award is given each year as a Lifetime Achievement Award within the city. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear more from Assistant Chief Reff and his colleagues on his important contributions to the city of Duluth. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, during the pandemic, we've seen staffing shortages across the board, but one shortage may put a damper on your Christmas. We'll explain next.
And we've got a little bit of everything in the extended forecast. Temperatures above average and then temperatures way below average. Just when did the temperatures fall? Closer look at that forecast here in just a bit.
On behalf of St. Luke's and the Greater Downtown Council, please support our local businesses this holiday season. They are vital to the health of our community.
With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fitkers. Fitkers. Shop, eat, sleep.
Experiencing the Christmas season at Glensheen is a family favorite tradition of many. Glensheen has 25 Christmas trees, over 25 hidden elves, and hundreds of feet of garland, so you're sure to be immersed in the holiday cheer.
Welcome to Huckleberry. We are the ultimate in personalized gifts, cards, and packaging. Let us help you customize the perfect gift. It will only look like you spent hours preparing. Stop in to see how we support local makers.
Show your love and shop local. Wishing you winter wellness on behalf of everyone at St. Luke's.
Shop local this holiday season in Bayfield. You'll find a number of unique gift items at one of our locally owned galleries, bookstores, and gift shops.
Plan your dream winter getaway in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Windseeker Rentals provides an unparalleled vacation experience through its unique collection of thoughtfully curated properties. Special offer: stay 3 nights and save 20% off your booking with code WINTER20.
Stay merry and bright with White Winter Winery Spirits. Warm up this winter solstice with gifts and our selection of award-winning meads. Visit our tasting room today or shop online at whitewinter.com.
Visit bayfield.org for a list of holiday events.
Your hands are cold, your feet are cold, you're freezing. Mother Nature is ready to bring you winter. Are you ready? Northwest Outlet is. It's the Northland's winter family clothing headquarters for men, women, and children. Northwest Outlet's massive inventory of the North Face, Columbia, and Carhartt with all the latest styles, colors, and sizes from 6 months to 5X is in. Long underwear, hats, gloves, mitts, snowsuits, pants, jackets, smart wool, and darn tough socks. And winter boots for men, women, and kids are in all sizes. Northwest Outlet, your family's winter headquarters. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
For the holidays, your friends at Sammy's Pizza have handcrafted a saucy deal. Buy $50 in Sammy's gift cards and get a $10 gift certificate free at participating Sammy's now until December 31st.
Welcome to CBS Mornings.
Up next, stories you'll be talking about today. That's a big deal.
People stop me on the street and say, I always learn something new every day when I watch your show.
This morning, we're going to begin with some good news.
Oh, you just put me in a good mood.
Just follow me. I'll lead the way.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app. And now your WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Peter Kavitkauskas.
Another warm day out there. 43 degrees was today's high at Duluth International. Average high for this time of year is 25, so we were nearly 15 to 20 degrees above average for most places across the Northland. That was the case basically everywhere. Northern Minnesota has only made it into the mid and upper 30s, but closer to the Big Lake as well as northwest Wisconsin, as well as the upper peninsula of Michigan, that's where you saw the low to mid 40s prevail across the region there. And we've got a few more days of that too on tap. Currently for us here in Duluth, we're sitting at 29 degrees with those winds winds rather calm right now, but out of the southwest through the rest of the night between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And clouds are on the increase, and you'll notice that with satellite radar right now, the clouds will generally be on the increase throughout the night tonight, which will give way to partly to mostly cloudy skies overhead and keeps temperatures rather mild as a result. So here's how your forecast shapes up for the night tonight. You notice the clouds are on the increase for the night tonight, but as we head towards tomorrow, once again, partly to mostly cloudy skies prevail. It's probably going to be a mixture of both sun and clouds, with temperatures returning into the mid and upper 30s as well as lower 40s across the region. But then as we head towards Wednesday, that's when the changes begin to develop. For Wednesday afternoon, most of us are just looking at about a little bit of rain, but also take a look at those temperatures. Upper 40s, even some lower 50s across the Northland. But the changes really begin to come as we head towards Wednesday evening into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. By Thursday at midnight, you'll notice that there's a mix of precipitation off to our west. A little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet, a little bit of freezing rain. And temperatures are beginning to dip already out there. Bemidji coming in at 33 degrees. The rest of the region still 40s and 50s for midnight. But then as we head through the rest of the night and towards Thursday morning, we'll see the transition over to all frozen precipitation and all snow by Thursday morning. And temperatures are definitely falling back as a result. So here's the best shot at snow. Say might as well the best chance of snow is Twin Ports points north, where they could see up to an inch of snow. Twin Ports points south, though, they're looking at more kind of mixed precipitation and probably less of a shot at more than an inch of snow down there. Temperatures are taking a tumble as well. Again, mild tomorrow. Temperatures climbing into the upper 30s as well as lower 40s. Take a look at Wednesday. I think some of us are meeting and surpassing that 50-degree mark, especially in northwest Wisconsin. Still 40s prevailing across Minnesota. But then through the night, Wednesday, you'll notice those temperatures really begin to free fall. By Thursday at 4 o'clock, you'll see 10 degrees in Baudette, 13 in International Falls. Still seeing the 20s closer to the lake, but by Friday morning, I suspect most of us are in the single digits. As far as tonight goes, temperatures are still rather mild, falling back into the mid and upper 20s with partly cloudy skies overhead, and highs for tomorrow climb into the upper 30s as well as lower 40s with a mixture of both sun and clouds. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We got the mixed precipitation threat for Wednesday and Thursday, which looks like it could be just a downright mess of a little bit of sleet, snow, freezing rain. And afterwards, temperatures really begin to fall back into the teens by Friday. And I think overnight lows on the weekend, single digits once again.
All right, well, enjoy the warm weather while we have it, I guess.
Exactly.
Thanks, Peter.
Yep.
Business is booming at trucking schools amid a nationwide shortage of long-haul drivers. Right now, the country needs 1 million new drivers over the next decade. However, 80,000 are needed right now. The main driving factor is the people behind the wheel are retiring, some 1,200 a week. The average truck driver is 49 years old. One of the nation's oldest and biggest truck driving schools is in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. One instructor offered this advice for new drivers.
Think it through, think what you want to do with it. Some people want to see the country. Some people want to earn a steady living. Some people want a route where they're home every night. They have to know what they want ahead of time.
Furden added most trucking companies' starting pay is about $1,000 a week, and it goes up from there. Well, Duncan, good way to see the country.
Yeah. Travel.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to deal with the ice that we got here.
That's true. That's true. If you can stay south.
Yeah, if you can stay south. If you have to drive here.
Yeah. Well, speaking of ice.
Yeah, we had a big weekend on the ice. The men, they're struggling a little bit, but watch out for the Lady Dogs. They are slowly edging their way up the rankings.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat. CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, recreational vehicles, boats, and dog bites. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Menards has a huge selection of batteries, big or small. Don't be left stranded this winter. AC Delco batteries set the standard for performance and reliability and offer an industry-leading warranty. All AC Delco batteries are on sale starting at $89.99 with exchange. Energizer Max batteries provide long-lasting power to all of your devices. 16 packs of AA or AAA batteries are $5.99 after rebate. Plus, give the perfect gift with the Menards gift card.
Reliable starts here at Interstate Battery in Superior, Wisconsin. Shop our wide variety of car, AAA, phone, key, and sealed lead-acid batteries. Find the right battery right away with the help of our expert staff. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior.
Kids and dogs, you gotta love them. But when in the wear is too much and it's time to replace those floors, visit Cloquet Flooring for fresh ideas.
Hello, I'm Shelley. We all know replacing flooring in your home is a sizable investment. With Mohawk's All Pet Protection and Warranty covering all pets, all accidents, all the time, we've got you covered. Contact Cloquet Flooring today to get your free in-home estimate or visit us online at cloquetflooring.com. See our virtual showroom.
Serving with hometown pride, Cloquet Flooring.
Shop local this holiday season in Bayfield. You'll find a number of unique gift items at one of our locally owned galleries, bookstores, and gift shops.
When the winds blow, go where the rates are low and the slots are hot. Enjoy a 2-night hotel stay, $10 in play, and a free drink for $140. Legendary Waters Resort and Casino located in Red Cliff, Wisconsin.
Get outside and play this holiday season with Adventurous with our new snow sleeves. Visit our store or shop online at getadventurous.com for all our American-made accessories and gifts and support 1% for the planet.
Encore Resale Store sells quality clothing, household items, and many other treasures in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Come browse our huge selection of holiday gift options or pick up something for yourself. Once is never enough. Proceeds support core community resources, senior services, and the food pantry.
Visit bayfield.org for a list of holiday events.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland, helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
It has not been a good 2 weeks for the UMD men's hockey team. After being ranked as the top team in the country on November 29th, the Bulldogs have just won one game and dropped down to the 6th ranked team in college hockey. The Dogs, they were swept by Northern Michigan 2 weekends ago, and this past weekend split with now the 8th ranked Denver University team, dropping the Dogs to the 6th ranked team in the country. The good news for UMD is they are slowly but surely getting healthier. The Dogs were down 5 starters against Northern Michigan and were just getting back on their feet this past weekend against Denver. So hopefully things will get even better this weekend as UMD gets a much-needed bye week before a battle with #1 ranked Minnesota State. As for the UMD women team, they are inching their way up one spot in the rankings, coming in as the 8th ranked team in the country in the USCHO polls. The Dogs were in the Twin Cities this past weekend and split a series with the 4th ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking the game on Friday 3-2, but losing on Saturday just 2-1. All this after splitting a weekend series with 2nd ranked Ohio State at Amsoil the week before. And the women will get also a much needed rest this weekend as well, with a bye before they get back to action on New Year's Eve against Harvard. It's once again time to talk Olympic curling. Team Schuster is heading to Beijing this February, looking to defend their gold medal. And newcomer Chris Plies, who is a Duluth native, will be a very busy man over at the Olympics. He's also qualified in mixed doubles. They're preparing on the ice sheet, of course, but tonight They're out in Los Angeles for the live finale of The Voice.
Yeah, just with like the Olympics and stuff coming up, I think they wanted us to come back out, and we definitely jumped at the opportunity. Like, I think we get to go up on stage, during the live set and have some sort of interaction with Blake.
This time, their segment, it won't be pre-recorded. The live finale of The Voice is tonight at 7 o'clock. And it wasn't pretty at times, but the Packers secured another win over the Chicago Bears yesterday on Sunday Night Football, basically locking up the NFC North crown. The 45-30 victory cut their playoff magic number down to just 1, with the offense coming to life late, outscoring the Bears 24-3 in the second half. On the more troubling side of things, though, was special teams. Green Bay gave up 213 return yards in the first half alone, including a 97-yard punt return for a touchdown. It was a long list of special teams disasters, something that coordinator Mo Drayton will have to clean up.
Anytime you get a returner like Grant out there, it's dangerous if you put the ball in the middle of the field. So we got to clean that up. Guys not doing their responsibilities and leveling out on a backside, and that's the kind of things that can happen. And when you're playing an explosive returner like that, you need everybody to be perfect. And unfortunately, we weren't perfect.
Yeah, I don't think they need to worry about magic number. Vikings are not catching them, so they got the North.
Yeah, I think
Sadly
so too.
Sadly.
Very sad. Thanks, Duncan. Well, here's something not so sad. A New York family landed themselves in a spot in the Guinness World Records for the most Christmas lights in a display. This view will make you happy. The display is choreographed to 250 different songs and contains snowmen, animals, and dozens of icicles clinging to branches. In total, the display uses 8 miles of extension cords. All of this from the imagination of Tim and Grace Gay and their 3 children. Back in 2014, they won the Guinness World Record for most lights, and this year decided to beat their own record by a few 100,000. No big deal. But it's not just about winning for this family. They team up with their local fire department every year to collect donations to support the firefighters and local charities, and last year they raised more than $80,000.
Impressive.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Well, is it as cool as Bentleyville, though?
I mean, no.
But imagine yourself saying that up a hill.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It sounds like it's a handful of people, one family doing all that work.
Through the roof.
8 miles, though.
I can barely untangle my own lights for the tree.
In the tree.
Yeah.
I know. Goals, Peter.
Yeah, goals.
Speaking of goals, I mean...
Oh, weather goals.
The weather.
Yeah.
In December.
December, 50s possible.
Crazy.
Wow.
Well, so your forecast for tonight, still definitely a mild one, even above where our average daytime high should be. Falling back into the 20s. Highs for tomorrow, returning into the upper 30s as well as lower 40s. For today on Wednesday, would not be surprised to see some meet or exceed the 50-degree mark, especially in northwest Wisconsin. But then, after that, temperatures begin to tumble as we head towards next weekend.
Get the shorts out. We'll see you at 10 o'clock.